everyone, and welcome back to Coconut TV. I hope you had a great week practicing the 4 decisions. I'm going to share with you in a little bit of a story and how I apply the 4 decisions in my life to pause for inspiration. But first of all, I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing. I have a lot more subscribers this week and many more views, so I really appreciate it from the bottom of my corazón. It really means the world to me because, as I've always said, this Coco channel cannot be successful without you, my coconuts. So I also want to thank Mary once again, Mary Gerard, for her being so kind and letting me share the 4 decisions on the channel. It's been very successful. I've gotten a lot of feedbacks from my friends as well as fans of the show on how they applied the 4 decisions, and it's inspired me to share with you a story. As many of you know, I have been acting for over 15 years, and it can be a spiritual university, being an actress. Why? Because you have to deal with your head a lot and your insecurities. So I think being an actor is really a brave career to be in. You have to be very brave to be able to make things happen and be successful. And I have been working in Los Angeles for the past 6 years, and I've had many experiences, but I had one in particular of where I used the 4 decisions this week to help me. How many actors could relate to after you do an audition, you feel you probably didn't do a good job, or it just messes up your whole day and you're not feeling good because you feel you didn't do well. Well, that's happened to me a lot in the past, and I've learned different spiritual practices on how to help me get over that hump and to be able to, after my audition, just let go and be trusting. So I want to dedicate this video to you actors, and also I want anybody else that's listening to the story to also apply it to anything in their life. I'm just using acting as one of the stories. So yesterday I had an audition for a webisode, and I was feeling great. I was feeling confident. I knew my lines. And as soon as I got in the room, I started to feel a little bit different when I walked in, because I started seeing other women and other supposedly competition, because the only competition is us, right? Our head. I got in the audition, I got out, and I was in the car and I was driving, and I started thinking I could have done this better, or I could have done that better, or maybe I should have made more emphasis on this word, or maybe I should have done that at the end. And my nut was going crazy. It was saying so much ridiculous things. It was making me nuts, literally in the car. And I just paused. I paused, just like the 4 decisions. I paused, and I said, and I just paused. It was that simple. And then I stepped back, and I became an observer of my thoughts. And I was like, these thoughts are not serving me. I am not feeling remotely at peace right now in regards to this audition. And then I stepped aside, and I asked myself different things. Is there another way? What thoughts can I give to? What thoughts can I have right now so I could be more at peace? That's what I was thinking. What thoughts could I have right now so I could be more at peace? And I stepped aside. And then I started thinking, there must be another way to look at this situation. I don't need to suffer. I don't need to beat myself up. I'm doing the best I can. And I'm brave. I'm brave to even be in this business and make it happen. And then I let inspiration guide, which is the 4th step that we discussed last week in the 4 decisions. I just let inspiration guide, and I heard different things. As I was driving, that's why I love this, because it's so practical. You can do it everywhere. As I'm driving, I heard, I'm not alone, so there's nothing to fear. That's what I heard from my inspiration. And then I also heard, then I just started to have this feeling of light and gratefulness. I started to be grateful for the experience, to be able to have an audition, to meet great people as I'm waiting in the audition room. I'm grateful because I have a manager. I'm grateful because I have an agent. I'm grateful because I'm in LA. I'm grateful because I have Coconut TV. That's what was filling my space. And then I also was grateful that I had the experience at the audition, because whatever I felt I didn't do right or didn't come out right, I could adjust that, because there's going to be many other auditions and I could apply it to that. Not that whatever I did in the audition is going to hinder me not getting it, because sometimes we think that we didn't do well and we still get the booking. But it's just, I think the whole point that I'm trying to share this story is not only, of course, the 4 decisions, but to also be at peace after you have an audition, and be grateful and just let it go. Let it go, because there is going to be another one, and you could book that one. So that is my story for today, because I feel that a lot of us actors beat ourselves up too much. And I think it's not necessary. I think that we could be at peace and be happy and experience joy after an audition. We don't have to be stuck. Because then we're always going to be in nut mode, and that nut is going to bother us, and there's no need for that. So the 4 decisions work, and it can work in anything. I use my acting career as my story, but you can also think of a job interview. After you do a job interview, you might think you didn't do well in the job interview, and you're going over, your nut is making you crazy. You can stop and do the 4 decisions and pause for inspiration. So every week, I'm going to be having a cocoism. A cocoism is going to be a type of affirmation that you can have throughout the week, so you can be reminded, and your coco could be more resilient. As I said, we need tools, so I'm giving you some, and I'll give you one every week. So the cocoism for this week is, you can look at any person or situation through the lens of fear or love. And that will give you what you experience. That's the cocoism for today. So whatever perception you're choosing to see is what you're going to feel. Well, I hope that you enjoyed Coconut TV this week. It's always such a pleasure to be here. I get very excited when I'm going to shoot this show. So thank you for watching, because I definitely don't want to be talking to myself. So I really appreciate it. Leave your comments and subscribe. I need your subscriptions, so that way Coconut TV could grow and just blow it out of the ballpark, right? So this week, just as you can see, I give you the cocoism. Also, kick your nut in the nuts and just tell your nut to chill. Just to chill, that's all. So when you're in any situation, just tell your nut to chill out. That's my message. Tell your nut to chill. All right, my friends, have a wonderful, blessed week filled with love and light. Until next time.